Well, this is Janvi Pujari. I am a self-taught web developer and a mentor in Newton School, and I welcome you all to this channel of Students Coding Community, where today we're gonna talk about freelancing. That what exactly is this freelancing? Now I know, my friends, that this term has been used a lot these days, and everybody wants to be a freelancer. And these marketing people, they always tell you that be your own boss, do freelancing. But is it really true? Is it really different from regular jobs? Is it as dreamy as it sounds, or is there any dark side of it? And what are the skills do one need to learn before getting into freelancing, and what are the pros and cons? Everything we gonna see in this series. And today we gonna see that what exactly is freelancing and what are the skills one needs to learn to be a freelancer, and from where one needs to learn. So without any delay, let's get started with this video. So my friends, what exactly is this freelancing? It is very simple. One person hires another person to get a job done on contract basis. Okay, it's not like a full-time job. He's not hiring you for a company. He just wants one particular job needs to be done, and that's why he hires you if you are a freelancer. Now let me give you one small example. In the industry of this web development, since I teach about web development, let me give you what exactly happens over here. Now there is a person A who has a clothing business, right? And he wants to make his business online. For that, definitely he needs one e-commerce website to sell his clothes. Now he don't have any idea about what is this e-commerce, what are these websites and everything. To get this job done, he will go and find person B who is a web developer and who has a good knowledge about this web development, making e-commerce websites and all those things. So this person A who has a clothing store go to person B who is a web developer and ask him to do this job, and then he pays him after getting a job done. So here B is a freelancer and that person A is a client. So this is the basic idea of what exactly is this freelancing and what a client and freelancer means. Now next comes skills. What skills do one need to learn to be a freelancer? Now this video is not just focused on web developers. This is for the people in general. Everybody can watch this video. So I'm going to talk about different industries as well, where you can learn the skills and get into freelancing. Now first and the foremost thing that is important is to learn the skill, to expert the skill, because you are doing something that is very professional, so things has to be very professional, right? So first and the foremost thing to learn the skill is to explore what you like. Now exploring means is not just that you will start searching and you will finally find what you like. You have to juggle between many things, and yes, my friend, it takes time. That does not mean that you are wasting your time. You are investing your time into something to find what you love. Same is what I did. See, the mantra for finding your skill is just explore, explore and explore. Why? Because it's what I did. Because I am not someone who is from an IT background, right? I am someone who is from a commerce background, and right now I am in third year BCom. But when I was in first year, I thought that I should find my passion, and I should find that what do I actually like, because at that point of time that everybody was doing something or the other thing which was related to commerce, but I was not feeling aligned to it, right? So I didn't go into CA, chartered accountancy, or preparing for MBA and all those things. I wanted to do what I like. So I went into industries, did internship, which I had in mind. For example, I loved the idea of event management, so I went and did their internship. Then I did social media marketing, and then there are several things that I did. But then finally I heard about this web development and I started learning about it, and I found out that this is what I love. But there was another thing, that I love talking as well, but then I didn't understood that how can I channelize my communication skills with this coding, because coding is just meant to be on the computer, and you have to be logically creative and also you have to be good with colors and everything when you want to be a front end developer. So then I started my personal branding on Instagram. I started being active over there, and then I finally got here in Newton School, and the experience here is amazing. Here I'm doing coding, which I love, and as well as I'm talking. So this is how I am here, and I found what I like. Now for this reason I invested a lot of time. Okay, from my first year I was to my second year, I was continuously coding and finding out what are the new technologies. Since I was self-taught developer, the path is really difficult, my friends, and the downfall of the mental health and the productivity levels is huge, because you don't know what are you doing, you don't have communities, because at that time there was nobody to explain me that I have to get into communities and this is the roadmap for something, because at that time nobody was there. I was alone. I used to search in the Google, the HTML came up, CSS came up, JavaScript came up, and since I'm from the commerce background, I didn't understood that okay, there are these functions and the loop which were really difficult for me to understand initially. But I took break for like 3 months because I thought that okay, this isn't for me. But I always felt that I have to code because it made me so much happier. So I started coding again, and then I came into this Instagram, and then I found a community which motivated me to code more, to learn about JavaScript more, and this is how I fell in love with this web development and JavaScript. And trust me, there was a situation when I hated JavaScript, but now I love JavaScript. In the freelancing, there are various skills that you can learn, right? You can learn web development, you can learn app development, you can do social media management and virtual assistant and copywriting, you can do video editing, you can do graphic designing, and many more, right? So the industry is very huge, my friends. It's not just that web development. There are so many things that you can learn and you can show your expertise on. So that is why explore. You should know. For example, take one field and go on the internet and search about it, search its features, how does it work, what are the concepts you need to learn to be that, go into that field. Okay, if you feel that those features are aligned with what you like, what are the things you like, then you must try. If you not try, you will never know that what you exactly like, right? So that is why you have to try different things. Even since I'm a web developer, I also like video editing, I also like content creating, but I don't have expertise in those things, right? Like for example, video editing, I don't have much expertise, but I want to learn that. I can create my career on that as well. We never know, right? If we never try, we never know, but I would love to do that. So the whole idea behind telling all those things is that you need to find and explore things. Okay, so this is the main and the basic foundation. I always insist on learning foundations and making them stronger. Why? Because I know that whenever your foundation is strong, you can never fall, because the foundation is strong. If the foundation is weak, no matter how much bricks you can keep heaping up, it will ultimately fall one day. That is why keeping your foundation strong is very much important, my friends. The next question comes, from where do we learn all these skills? So simple thing is that internet. You have YouTube, you have free code camp for learning code, and you have Udemy, you have Coursera. There are so many places that you can learn things, and on YouTube you can learn almost everything for free. But still, I would recommend you all to find a mentor as well. If you want, go for a mentor. He or she will explain you everything in detail, so that is also good, my friends. So now you will ask, okay Janvi, we found our passion, we became expert on that. Now what else? Where do we find our clients? Now for this, I would recommend you all to go on Fiverr, Upwork, and showcase your skills, and there are many more platforms similarly. But the thing is that these things never worked for me, and it's not like that they are not effective, they don't work. They do work. I have many friends who get clients from these websites, but I got my clients from Instagram, and I think that is pretty cool. You can go on social media, you can talent on social media apps, because there is a huge amount of audience over there, and your potential clients are over there. When you showcase your clients, you have to continuously be active on social media, because we are not a star kid and nobody knows us, that who are we, what do we do. So to show that we are a freelancer, we do this, these are our skills, you can approach us for this, you have to continuously be active, and you have to be in the minds of the people, that whenever they want this particular thing to be done, the quick thing should be when, okay, he or she also do this, so we can approach them, right? Even though sometimes what happens, there are also very scammy people you will find on Instagram, then you have to be aware of all those things, right? So these things I will cover in the pros and cons and do's and don'ts, which will be the upcoming videos. But today I just wanted to tell you that what exactly is freelancing, and the skills that you need to learn, and the places that you can learn this skill. I just wanted to explain you that these things, as dreamy as it sounds, there are a lot of work that needs to be done, right? So I hope that you understood that what is freelancing, and in the next video I will tell you about pros and cons of this freelancing. So till then, bye bye and take care.